Hello, I am Tato Cat and welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Sentimental Trickster Soichiro's route. Previously, Soichiro wakes up in the hospital after confessing all that stuff with Haru, and then they get hot and heavy, and then the nurse stops them and be like, do that at home. And then they get home, and then Kane's like, yeah, we're going to be leaving. I'll be back at 10. Shinya's going to be back at 12. You guys have fun. And then they leave, and now it's just Haru and Soichiro, and enough said. Alright, let's continue. Let's go to your room. Okay. So, what should we do? Do you want to play some board games, or... I, think I should take a shower. Haru. No, I didn't mean it like that. The hospital, I spent the night, and there wasn't any opportunity to... Oh, right, of course. I thought, never mind. I should probably take one too. I mean, after you're done. It's not like I want to jump in together. I mean, we could, but... oh no, don't worry. I wasn't expecting... That is, if you wanted to, but that's probably too soon. I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, right. And the shower is so small, we'd be all cramped up in there. We'd probably have to wash each other. I'll go. Yeah. Unless you want to go first. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm going now. I make sure not to run out of the room. I shut the bathroom door, jump out of my clothes, and get in the shower. I turn the water on. It's ice cold. It doesn't do much except make my teeth chatter. Inside, everything is still throbbing with red hot intensity, and no matter how many deep breaths I take, the tightness in my stomach doesn't go away. I knew I was insanely attracted to Soichiro. I've jerked off to him since I moved in, but I never knew the real thing could be so... The way he kissed me, the way he pressed me against the couch. I shiver, and it's not because of the cold. Okay, the shower's not helping. I'm getting out. He's in different clothes! Sorry. Just happy to see him in a different outfit. That's all. Your turn. Oh, right. I will be right back. Soichiro leaves the way he was looking at... Soichiro leaves. The way he was looking at me, I groan and plop on the couch. I hide my face in my hands. I feel it burn. It wasn't supposed to be like that. We were supposed to have a serious talk. But in order to talk, you first need to be able to think. And ever since we kissed this morning, thinking hasn't really been on my priority list. I can't go on like this. I hear the door open and jump off the couch. Okay, look, wait. Yes. Soichiro stares at me, his body frozen in place. His eyes are closed. How can he stare at you? He has a clean shirt on. It's damp in places, like he was in too much of a hurry to dry himself properly. I glance at his chest. One of his nipples is showing through. No. Don't look, Haru. Focus. You said that out loud, Haru. What's the matter? Look, I know I've got this flashy hair color and I may look a bit flighty, but I'm a romantic at heart. I always thought that when I got a boyfriend, we'd take things slow. Sure, we'd go on dates, kiss, and hold hands, but it would be a long time before we'd... Oh, of course, I'm the same way, so I wouldn't expect anything until we're ready. Yeah, the thing is, we might not be ready, but we have to do it. Preferably today. That's one way. Just look at us. We can't talk to people. We can't even put a proper sentence together. Shinya expects me to be stupid, but you? He probably thought you got half your IQ. He probably thought you got half of your IQ. What? You probably got half of your IQ. What? Wait, let me reread this. He probably thought you got half of your IQ got chopped off from... That sentence feels weird. From the lack of oxygen. Your brain or something. You did stop breathing for a moment in that ambulance. So, I think we need to get it out of our system. Otherwise, I'll fail all my classes and there's no point in going back to work if you get fired right after. But I can't, we should wait. We just started. It's too soon. You don't want to? Oh, I want to. You have no idea how much I want to. The roughness in his voice sends shivers down my spine. I take a step closer. Yeah? That time when you fell asleep next to me and I put your head on my lap. Almost instantly I regretted it. I couldn't control my... You got hard? He's so happy about that. I thought, if Haru wakes up, it's all over. He'll move out instantly. I was so disgusted with myself. You were under my care. You trusted me, and after that, I was always careful not to touch you. But now all I can think about is touching you. I close the distance between us. His jaw tightens, but he doesn't move away. But that's good, because I want you to touch me. But if we do more when you're not ready, I'll feel like I'm taking advantage of you. Fine, let's just kiss and then we'll see. I don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, I don't think it's just going to end with just kissing, but I'm sure Haru is aware of this, and this is what his plan is. Gently, I press my lips to his. Then I pull away. He blinks his leafy green eyes. His leafy green eyes stare at me. He doesn't say anything else. I reach out and touch his cheek. I smile as my fingers slide down, tracking the outline of his jaw. His muscles twitch when he swallows. And then he kisses me. All those years, all that time he spent living someone else's life, trying to be normal, convincing himself that he was happy with how things were. The kiss is deep and hungry. It's the kiss of a man who stopped lying to himself. A kiss filled with love and longing. I kiss him back with the same intensity. His tongue slips inside my mouth, making me shiver. His stubble prickles my chin. My hands slide under his shirt. His stomach feels just like I imagined it. Muscles sculpted to perfection by long, hard work. His skin is hot and damp from the shower. No, he didn't take a cold shower like Haro did. He inhales sharply, but doesn't move away. When I open my eyes, I see Soichiro's face. He's lying next to me, his leafy green eyes looking into mine. He smiles and also the lights really it did change the one time when I thought it changed, because right now it has a holy blinding light, but before it was actually dark. Okay, cool. He smiles and all the tiny wrinkles on his face come to life, but it doesn't make him look older. I yawn, then grin at him. After everything we did, I probably should be embarrassed, but I just feel safe and loved. I want to wake up like this every single day. Hi, Haru. Did you sleep well? Feels like I swallowed a ton of sleeping pills. Don't say that, Haru, too soon. Wait, sorry, too soon? No, I deserved it. So, do you usually watch me sleep? Ever since I started waking you up for class, it's because it's become a sort of a habit. Meaning, you'd come into my room and spend a couple of minutes just staring at me? When you say it that way, it's creepy, Haru. I'm sorry, it must sound creepy. I'll try to stop. Oh no. Kind of stalkerishly cute. Wait. I lift myself up and a bit, then rub my eyes. I force my mind into full consciousness. Does that mean you liked me this way even back then? I've probably liked you this way ever since you moved in, but I never realized, never let myself fully realize. I suppose it was a defense mechanism, but accepted it, that I had feelings for someone half my age, not to mention my student, my friend's son. If I'd admitted how serious it was, I'd have hated myself. He laughs, but there's no joy in it. And, of course, lying to myself was much easier. As long as everything stayed the same, I felt safe, comfortable, perhaps even content. I didn't know what I was missing. I wouldn't have minded, if you acted on how you felt towards me. I think I was pretty much head over heels after that first day. You were? Well, at least I really, really liked you. It's kind of hard to point out the exact moment when you fall in love. I thought you were, hot. Insanely hot. And then I got to know you better. Saw how kind and caring you were. I think that sealed the deal. What? I wouldn't have thought I had a chance. Not in a million years. He looks down. I take his hand and give it a little squeeze. I sigh dramatically. Ah, man, I should have confessed sooner, but he never showed any signs. Besides looking at me funny sometimes, and then there was Reiko, so I assumed you were straight. Reiko and I, we broke up. It was me, I ended it. I'm sorry for not telling you. I know, she told me. She did? Yep. Turns out she can be a pretty decent person when she feels like it. Nope, still an awful person. Reiko, when she said she wanted us to be together, I thought so much time had passed since Hotaru that I thought that maybe I'd changed, that maybe it was my last chance to be normal. He forced the last word out, his voice a hoarse whisper. He avoids my eyes, his expression full of shame. So you're not straight, not even bi. You're like me? I'm so sorry, Haru. I'm such a coward. I told you it was okay to be different, but I'd been running from myself since as long as I could remember. With Reiko, I should have ended things sooner. No, I never should have agreed to start a relationship in the first place. It wasn't fair. When I think about how I must have hurt her, So, you didn't break up with her because of your wife? No. It was actually all the things we talked about, all the things that happened since you moved in. They made me think, made me doubt if When you told me you never dated anyone, I said that you shouldn't be with someone just for the sake of not being alone. That was alright. That was alright to wait. Later, I started wondering if maybe I was doing the same thing. And when you asked me if it was fun to be in a relationship with Reiko, I realized it wasn't. Yeah, you didn't seem very happy, and when she came over that day to cook with us, oh, I was absolutely terrified. Terrified I might say something or do something and she would notice how I felt towards you. It was around the time you and I got closer, and it became much harder for me to deny how much I cared about you. And then Reiko said she'd move in. It felt like the end of the world. I didn't want our days together to end. Yeah, I can understand that. At one point, Reiko told me that you had feelings for me, and of course I didn't believe her, but still, everything I tried so hard to suppress came rushing back, and all I could think about was you. I made one last shameful attempt to be normal, but I couldn't do it. Soichiro closes his eyes. A faint blush spreads from his neck to his cheeks. He shakes his head. He must be talking about that time when I hid in the closet. So in the end, they didn't do anything. A wave of relief washes over me. Soichiro looks at me, his eyes full of shame. His hand starts shaking, so I squeeze it harder. And then I realized how despicable I was acting, so I told Reiko about it. I told her everything, and that was how things ended. I'm sorry, Haru. You said I was kind and caring, but I'm not. All this time I've been thinking only about myself. It's okay. Everyone screws up from time to time. So, you don't hate me? Would I still be laying here if I did? So, you're not perfect. You did some stupid things, but you felt guilty and tried to make it right. You finally stopped lying to yourself. And it's not like I can blame you for not accepting yourself. I mean, when you were my age, it was 20 years ago. Everything must have been so different. It must have been so much harder to come out. But I didn't even try. You were scared. You wanted to protect yourself. How can anyone blame you for that? I was scared too, so I get it. I smile. Soichiro stares at me like he can't believe I'm still here. Then he lets out a long, shuddering breath. I don't know what to say. It's too much. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve you. I think that's for me to decide. When I'm with you, Haru, I feel so happy. I forget how old I am and everything that's happened in the past. It still matters, of course, it does, but it doesn't suffocate me. I can finally breathe. I feel as if my life is still ahead of me. Well, it is. You're not dead yet. But you could have been. What happened yesterday? I won't do it ever again, I promise. Wait, let me finish. Yesterday, when you showed me those pills, I was so scared. All the bad things that happened in my life, they didn't even come close. I said it before. I love you, so I'll stay with you and help you in any way I can. But you have to understand, this is serious. This feeling when you're with me, will it be enough? Enough to keep you safe? Or will it be an endless cycle of you being happy and then blaming yourself for being happy? I can't promise I won't. I mean, at times I'll probably still be sad. But I want to live, and that won't change. Ask him why he tried. Don't ask. I feel like I should ask him, right? I mean, should I? It seems like asking and stuff like that has been the right way to go. I mean, it got me to the good end, didn't it? But it's like, it's so close to the end. Yeah, why are there still questions? Like, at this point, there shouldn't be, right? It should just be like, do, and then I win. But they're like, haha, just kidding. Let's ask him. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because why not? Almost dropped my keyboard. Why did you want to kill yourself? Was it because of the diary? Did you read something in that pushed you over the edge? Soichiro doesn't say anything for a long time. Finally, he reaches behind me and opens one of the nightstand's drawers. He faces me again. He's holding the diary. He opens it to the last page. Slowly, I reach out and take it. And there, in his wife's black ink, I see, "It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault." I knew she blamed me, and she was right to do so. I tried, but in the end, I couldn't make her happy. But to see it written by her own hand, it was too much. But she knew about you before you got married. You told her, right? Because she wrote, "He did warn me. We'll get through this together." As if being gay was some kind of disease. Yes, I did tell her. Hotaru, she was my best friend, but I wasn't very bright or perceptive, but I suspected she wanted something more. Well, hopefully, my chances didn't get ruined by choosing that. Hopefully not. If it does, I'll be mad. I mean, I'm happy he lived, so nothing will be destroyed, but I will be frustrated. Yeah. So we'll see if we end up happily ever after. Maybe. Who knows? In the next episode. And Tato Cat, have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.